Hello everyone. My name is RedWolf416. Welcome to my stream from the Skizzlecraft server. Normally I would be working on my starter build here, but instead we are actually going to be meeting up with a fellow hupster to expand the community cactus farm. So let's see if our partner in crime is ready. All right, let's see if they're ready. I'll start heading over to the industrial district, which is where the cactus farm is. I need to adjust my levels on my music really quick here. A little bit loud on my end. That's a little better. All right. Just gonna head over here. Oh, that's looking great. Hello. Yeah, that volume is still a little bit loud. I'm gonna bring that down. I don't know how it'll show up. All right, so we're just waiting for Jose does stuff to give us an assignment here. So this is Jose's design, and so I am following their lead. And yeah, they are the project leader on this. All right, so they're smelting some glass. Ready for more trapdoors on the next layer if you want to start on those. Awesome. We're gonna take a look at how this is done. Let's see here. One air gap for water. Okay, I forgot to bring some temporary blocks, so I need to go get some cobble. that. And bring some rockets. Excuse me. Oh, random hiccup. Bring some rockets along. All right. Let's see here. That would be one there, but I don't need it there. I can go to right here. I guess I do need one right there. All right, so we will continue on with this pattern. I think that's right. Yeah. Don't need that one there. I can do that. Okay, I can follow this grid here. Don't need one there. So we're just going to do this pattern with all the cobble. Go a little bit faster this way. And then we should be able to place the trapdoors from above pretty quickly. Let's do that for now. All right. Let's ask Jose if they have voice chat. Okay. Hello. How are you doing? Hello?
Hold on a second.
Sorry, I accidentally had myself muted. I made a group and then I muted myself. I am almost done with the trapdoors up here. I just got to get the temporary blocks out now.
Game sounds are coming out of my headphones, but your voice is coming out of my computer speakers.
You know, that happened with somebody else recently. It was one of the helpers. It was Rob Tech. He and I were chatting, and he was having the same issue.
There we go. I fixed it.
I'm gonna.
Sometimes you just got to be smarter than the machine.
Yeah, just 10%. That's all it takes. I'm gonna turn off my music so that I can hear you better. So, yeah, I didn't mean to like force your hand into doing some work you weren't ready to do or anything. It's just I was noticing it was taking me hours to recoup all the cactus I had taken.
I always wanted to make it bigger like this, but when I was setting it up, they're like, yeah, let's just start with 2 or 3 layers. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I've been looking for something to do. I'm like a little, don't really want to finish my house. So.
Yeah.
I haven't been on much because I'm like, what do I want to do?
Yeah. Well, and I just joined the server like a week and a half ago, maybe less. A week and a day. So I really wanted to actually have a group or team project to work on. And I only just got my base claim approved, so no work has been done on that, of course. And just been trying to get my spawn village build done.
Oh, yeah.
So I was collecting cactus to turn to bone meal. So this is a little bit of building ADD going on. Not quite finishing the spawn village so that I can actually do this.
I understand.
Any tips on easily placing the fence posts?
So I have been doing the glass layer before I do the fence posts.
Okay.
And then I just place the fences under the glass layer.
Okay.
I think.
And do you do that before you add any cactus?
Yes.
Okay.
The cactus is the last thing that I add.
Okay.
So, and I make sure I add the water before I start adding the cactus.
Okay.
So I think it's, I mean, I have enough to do another layer if we want to go one more layer than this, but
that's up to you.
This is already working a lot faster.
Yeah, we could do another. So let's see here. How many blocks in between the sand and the glass then? Is that 2?
2.
Okay. Yeah. And the glass is full coverage, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe there's an easier way to do it, but that's the easiest way to do it.
Right.
So have you played on a big server like this before, or is this your first one?
No, I have a friend who's a few states away that we've known each other for 30 years. So we have a server that she and I play on, and that's just how we keep in touch. And then,
nice.
And then it's just been kind of me on my own. Sometimes me and my son play together, but you know, it's a little different when you're playing with a 9-year-old than when you're playing with adults.
Yeah.
So So yeah, this is my first big multiplayer server.
Yeah, me too. I had a server with some of my friends, and people were having babies and stuff, and so they weren't playing as much. So,
Right.
I was doing some solo, and I was like, it's pretty nice to play with other people.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend that I play with, we're only able to play like once a week. Typically, it's like a Monday thing, and so that's what I'm doing in the evenings on Monday for a couple of hours. But yeah, this is nice to meet new people, see different build styles, get inspiration.
So did you say you stream too?
Yeah, I'm actually streaming right now, but
Oh,
I
well,
think
I stream.
I've well, you're talking to nobody right now, so
You never know. Somebody will pop in.
yeah. You know, it I take the stream, I download it, I put it on YouTube. Last week's stream was like my best performing video ever, and I think that's because of all the hupsters because I had posted on the Discord. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a good community and very supportive.
Yeah. On my server that I play with my friend, we're still working on a cactus farm there. I mean, I'm the one who like starts way too big of projects and then doesn't get them finished because I lose interest. So we have this cactus farm that the format is a bit different, but each layer has 16 cells, and each cell has 16 cactus, and I did 16 layers. So, yeah, it took a while to build, and now I just don't know what to do with all the cactus, especially since there's only 2 of us playing.
Yeah. Yeah, this, I think, most people use it for cactus cream. So the cactus is usually full,
right?
But it's the dye that is usually running low.
Yeah. Oh dear. Is that me or you? Okay, you got it. So do you follow Hermitcraft then too?
I do, yes.
So how long do you think before they decide it's time for a new season?
I think we're closer than they want to let on.
Yeah, I agree. It's I'm seeing more and more of the hermits are doing other stuff.
Yeah, well, Impulse finishing Metro Mayhem, Skizz finishing the Pyramid.
Right.
So I think they don't want to get anybody's hopes up or anything, but
right.
I feel like we're getting close.
I think what was it when they went from 9 to 10? They did it over the holiday break.
Yes.
But this one has lasted much longer. So I do wonder when they're planning on doing it.
Yeah. They might time it.
With the fall release?
Yeah, because they could maybe time it with with like when ad revenue gets good over the holiday, like before leading up to the holidays.
Right.
So, but yeah, I think we're probably close.
Yeah.
This is I started watching like a month or two into
Ow.
season
Ow.
9. So this is only my second season.
Okay. Ah, I just created a problem. I accidentally placed a fence halfway down the inside of the glass wall.
I think that
There is a phantom trapped here in the water.
oh no.
Down at the bottom. Well, there's a phantom membrane in the system now. Gotta see if I can figure out how to get this fence post. Oh, you getting it?
I got it.
Okay. Hmm. You all right?
Yep. Do you need that fence post?
What was that?
Do you need the fence post?
Oh no, I mean you could just put it back in the chest if you want. I still have plenty. All right. Well, I think it's ready for the cactus. Nope. I'm all right. That's more like what I wanted.
I am this is my first time playing with Elytra, so I'm like still figuring it out.
Well, I've been playing with it for a while, and I still splat into things all the time. I get a little too optimistic on like my landing speed. Like as soon as I got approved for my claim, I was using. I got permission to use someone else's portal, who was close to my claim, and it was in the middle of some mesa badlands or whatever, and I had all my good gear on me, and I went and splatted on top of their base and had no way of getting back to it. And luckily, Clear Bear came to my rescue and saved all my stuff, but I thought I was losing everything. Like, somebody had gifted me diamond gear and elytra and all that, and I thought it was gone.
Yeah, I got my first pair. Somebody gifted me my first pair, and I was trying to light up the massive cave that's under my base.
Yeah.
And freaked out, splatted into a wall.
Oh.
And then everybody offered to come help, and I'm like, oh, it's fine, it's just right there. It's on my claim, and like I know how to get back to it, and I lost it.
Oh. Ow. Keep walking into the cactus. All right, does this layer meet with your approval?
Looking good. I was up there last. Yeah, it looks great.
Awesome. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'll add another one.
Go for it. So, and then we can just cap it off when you're ready to add the fence posts. We can just do the green layer.
Okay.
Do the green grass on top. Green glass.
I knew what you meant.
Words are hard.
So were you part of Skizzlecraft for season 1?
No, this was my I joined right when this season started.
Okay.
I was watching Skiz and he said something about it starting, and I'd been wanting to get on a server with other people, and I was like, you know what? Let's give that a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I was torn between this and Impulses. And I am not a redstoner, and I figured there would be a lot of redstoners in Impulses, and I was like, I can't compare with that.
That's I went through, because I follow most of the Hermit, and so I went through it and I was like, you know, Skiz is probably the most like normal Minecrafter out of everybody, so I feel like his server will be the most accepting of my lack of abilities.
Yeah, the way I looked at it, with him being the newest Hermit, he seemed like I don't know, like you said, most normal, like very down to earth. Not to say anything negative about the others or anything like that, but it's just like I feel like there is, I don't know, a more recent connection that he has to his community, I guess, since he's still growing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and Scar's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
But I was like, Scar's such a good builder, and I am not a builder. I can't get on his server. I'll just embarrass myself there.
Yeah, oh gosh, I think I started watching Hermitcraft in season 4. And I was watching Mumbo. And then I just sort of like binge watched everything, so I just kind of lost track of like what season it was or who I was watching for a while, and it's kind of gone back and forth as to who was my favorite. Like as far as builders, yeah, Scar and then BOO have by far been my favorites. Tango's just too smart. I can't follow half of what he's doing.
Yeah, I've gone back and watched a lot of the older seasons. I've watched a lot of the perspectives of 7 and 8.
Yeah. It's fun to, I like going back and watching the, like I'll run through whatever season was the first season for a particular hermit.
Yes. Yeah.
So like season 6 was Grian,
Yes.
and watching them come on. I'm not like knowing how he is now and how confident he is, but seeing him kind of like unsure, but figuring out what he can do, what he can get away with.
Yeah. Yep, that was one that I went back. I went back and watched his first season. And it's funny. So I used to primarily watch Ark YouTubers, Ark Survival Evolved.
Okay.
And I got on a Hermitcraft, and Paralis and Beef had both been on the Ark servers that I followed, and I hopped on here, and I hopped on Hermitcraft, and I was like, hey, I know them.
Yeah, for me, I think it started with trying to learn Redstone, finding out about Mumbo, and then finding out about Hermitcraft through that.
Yeah. That was when my friends and I started our server. I was trying to make something, and I was just looking at videos, and one of Jedden's videos popped up for me, and I was like, oh, these people look fun. And then I was watching like a couple of perspectives on the first one, and everybody's like, oh, there's Scar dying again. I was like, who's this Scar guy? I gotta go check that out.
I really like. I didn't even know about Skizz until, so I had been watching Impulse, and his Naked and Scared series came up. I was like, oh, who's this guy? And it was just a really cool story hearing how long him and Skizz have been friends in real life.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, these guys are fun. So are we playing the waiting game on the green glass now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should probably go toss them in the smelter in the warehouse too. I went out to the desert and gathered a bunch of sand.
Okay.
Before I started working.
I would say we could possibly get some from a glass shop or something, but I don't have any diamonds. I don't know about you.
I have a lot of time. I made some good shop choices at the beginning of the
Then that is your choice.
I'm gonna start some over here in the smelter. The question is also who is glass stocked. see what they have in stock. If I can get in. I always have a hard time getting in the glass shop.
I lost track of you. Where are you?
I ran over to the shopping district.
Oh, okay. I will stay here and keep the furnaces going.
So do you know what you're gonna work on at your base?
Yeah, I have an idea. I'm going for I guess sort of a my take on an Egyptian pyramid.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I got a nice big stretch of desert that has a lake with a coral reef in it.
Mm-hmm.
So think I'll have to do a pyramid. It's kind of going to be a oh, what do you call it? Kind of like a fountain of life or a not fountain of youth type of thing. Underneath the pyramid. I've been watching some series on Netflix that talks about how several pyramids throughout history actually had a natural spring beneath them. It's very intriguing to me.
Toss you some of those glass, but I feel like it's a bad idea with the I feel like I'll just end up tossing it into some of the cactus. So
Ooh.
I put some stacks down and dust down here.
Okay. What about you? What do you have going on at your claim?
It's really just a little farmhouse. So the house part is a little.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have any sort of particular theme or anything. So I started with creating just kind of a little farm area, and then I started on a big, just brick house.
Okay.
So mostly just like I'm not really much of a builder, so it was more of a okay. I'm just gonna try some of these more basic things and see if I can play around with them.
Yeah.
Improve my skill a little bit.
Yeah, I really have a hard time doing asymmetry. Like everything, it's so easy when you're dealing with cubes. So it's to just make everything identical all the way around. So I've been really trying to push myself and watch Scar and watch B-dubs and see how they're doing things. I don't think I'll be making any giant redwood trees that are on fire anytime soon, but right now. So when I first got here, Palindromic Bob, he gave me a tour of the server, and one of the first things he did was he gave me a horse, and I had nowhere to put it. So I was like, well, now what do I do? I mean, he's great for wandering around, but I don't have anywhere to keep him. I didn't even have a fence post to my name at the time.
Yeah.
And so I decided my spawn village build is just a free stable if anybody has a horse that they need to tie up or anything like that.
Nice. Yeah, mine's a little house, but that was my first challenge to myself because I wanted to avoid making it symmetrical.
Yeah.
And just like a box. And so I just kind of played around and I think the outside's cute. The inside stresses me out because I'm like, is everything supposed to go?
Yeah. Oh, I'm horrible at interiors.
Yeah.
Does the green roof go all the way to the wall edge?
Yes.
Okay. But do you have...
Although you may want to...
Stop one short of the wall? Oh, cactus, yeah. I suppose I should put the fences and the cactus in before I roof this in all the way.
I like the technical side in building farms and stuff. So I made this one and I made the glow squid farm.
Okay. Oh.
So, and I live in my world.
Oh no, I did it again, this time with glass. I make the mistake of having my rockets in my left hand and my block that I'm placing in my right hand, and as I'm falling down into the farm, I'm accidentally hitting the wall. Anyway, sorry, you were saying?
Oh, no, there's one. I pressed the right button to fire off my rocket. Yeah, I don't know if you saw any videos from when we first launched and Skiz was on and touring around, but this whole space was a giant mountain.
Okay.
And there was a couple of us that kind of headed up flattening this out.
Okay.
To make it easier to build because it was just kind of a nightmare to walk around. So that's what I spent like the first month and a half on, is just digging here.
Okay.
Which now I'm like, okay, is anybody else also gonna dig? Because I wouldn't mind just digging.
Yeah. Yeah, I always end up doing projects that involve digging big pits. And I think after each one, I'm like, okay, I'm done digging for a while. And then I come up with another idea and I end up digging another hole.
Yeah.
I actually became a supporter about a month before I joined the server, but I was on vacation and didn't have access to actually play any. So it was just browsing the dynamic map and trying to get an idea of what everybody was doing and figure out where I might want to lay a claim.
Yeah. So did you say you were trying to get the cactus for bone meal?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a moss farm right next to it too that I think has a bone meal overflow aspect on it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That might have made life a little bit easier, but then we might not be here working together on this. So
I know. Like I said, I'd been wanting to make it bigger anyway, so I just hadn't had a good reason to do it. And the mob farm often has a lot of bones, and I don't know how much anymore. I don't know how much that gets used.
Oh, that's true. I guess it would. Well, I suppose if I just stayed there for a little bit, it would probably still get me bone meal faster than rather than composting a bunch of cactus.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the helpers offered the use of his skeleton spawner, and I really wanted to take him up on the offer, but I knew as soon as I went to his base without him there to guide me, I would get lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, I know where the cactus farm is.
Yeah. We had, in the first resource world, we had a skelly farm, or skelly, but that of course got reset. And
Yeah.
nobody's built anymore there. People have
Yeah.
stuff on their own bases.
So have they already reset the resource world ones?
It's reset twice, I believe.
Okay. So
I think it's resetting again
this month, right?
It's supposed to reset. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That's good because that thing has been mined to death. I tried to look for diamonds there, and I don't know how many thousands of blocks I went, and I just gave up. But
Yeah,
now
I was in there yesterday. They needed andesite for shopping district paths.
Yeah.
And that had hit through a lot. I was wandering through a bunch of the tunnels, and
Yeah.
I expected. I'm like, who's mining andesite? Well, apparently a lot of people are mining andesite.
I did happen to find a mine that wasn't a mine shaft that wasn't completely looted, and I found a Silk Touch book.
Oh, nice. you know about the trading hall with the villagers, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
for quite a while, I had a complete I just completely blanked on that. And then only earlier today did I realize that we have infinite iron at the iron farm. So
Yeah.
I went and finally did some trading today for the first time.
My other project, I didn't make the Guardian farm, but I made the nether tunnel to the Guardian farm, and I have done a lot of well, I go over there and organize it way too much because people let it build up, and there's no what's the word? Overflow protection. There's no overflow
Okay.
protection on it. So I just, when I'm bored, I go over there and organize that, and it's always full of fish, and
Oh,
so I
yeah.
just take that over to the trading hall and trade, and I leave the emeralds over there for anybody to use.
Okay. All right. I think that's the last layer. So you're not doing any kind of mangrove wood border at the corner edge here, just straight up glass?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought about doing like a cross of the mangrove up at the top. I hadn't done that initially when I built it because I knew we'd probably add more layers to it after
Right.
the. Oh, I think I have mangrove on mangrove to do that.
Keep expecting I'm going to find one fence post missing or something like that.
Yeah, it was a. You asked about where to place the water. I can't tell you how many layers I placed the cactus one layer too low, so the water flow didn't work properly.
Oh no. Like it would just stop in the one block.
Mhm. And then I would have to go back in because I wouldn't place the water until I did everything, and I'd have to take it down and put it
Oh
back
no.
up
So you'd have to tear out the whole layer and move it up. And
again. Yeah.
so this had 3 layers to start when I contacted you
Yes.
earlier.
Yeah. So now we have
7.
7.
Nice. And now I know to use a different source for my bone meal too.
Yeah. There's
So
lots of sources. I don't.
yeah.
I think this has the overflow protection.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think it creates it in the bone. No, regular bone meal. But also there's like tons of moss and stuff in it. So.
Yeah.
Those are the two
Ooh, I'm still holding
that
some
I
glass.
found.
There we go.
So, and there's a lava farm in the warehouse if you ever need lava, and there's tons in
Okay.
here.
All right. Well, cool. This was fun.
Yeah.
I think that I'm going to head back to the spawn village now and I'll have to sign off.
fun. I'm glad we were able to do that and get you some good bone meal sources.
Yeah.
So,
It was
I will...
nice working with you on this. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm sure I'll see you around.
All right. Likewise. See you later.
See ya.
Apparently I'm out of rockets.
Do you need some? Because I have a ton.
Oh, I have plenty. I've had people give me 2 shulkers full. I just didn't have any in my hands anymore.
Gotcha.
Well, that was a nice little building adventure that we had there with Jose. It was nice to meet someone, make friends, and work on a project together. Let's come back here. I'll have to go back and get... Oh, let's see here. Let's go get some water. I need to set up a permanent water source in my house there, in my stable. Well, here it is so far. This is going to be the inn section. It's a really small inn, but it's going to be a place for somebody to just lay down if they need to, have a spawn point, and then we're slowly but surely working on expanding the stable and moving the packed mud down into here so it takes up all of this area. I'm going to have to dig out this a little bit, but that'll be for a future stream. For now, I just want to thank you all for joining me. I really had a good time, and I hope you all have a good night. Bye.